Iron Fist issue number 3. Yes, that's right, folks. I say it every time we talk about this book, and I'm going to say it again. I am a Danny Rand loyalist. He is one of my favorite characters in comics, probably one of the characters I relate to most in Marvel Comics. I enjoy the hell of that character. And I like the idea that he said goodbye to his Iron Fist power and it went to a different guy. And the story that is being crafted here is fantastic. It's really fun and smart. I just enjoy the heck out of what we're seeing, and it's making me very happy. It's just fun. Lin Lie has the power. He was the sword master, the sword broke, shards went into his wrists, and now he has the Iron Fist because it just found him one day. That's what we're doing here. It's kind of fun. It's very anime. It is very Avatar The Last Airbender. If you like any of those things, I say anime so loosely, like what does that even mean? Very, artsy, I'll say that. If you like The Last Airbender, there's a lot of that in here, or any of those just, animes that I don't know particularly. We start this book many years ago when Lin Lie is only 11 and his brother Lin Feng is 15. They sneak into their dad's, treasure trove room where he's got all this stuff. You see a book with, the Iron Fist lore and stuff with the X-Men. They got all this stuff. They're super excited to look at things, but you see that Lin is just kind of interested in this dark magic. This guy called Shiyu, and his older brother starts to study this magic, starts to get into it, and he becomes a servant of Shiyu, or this evil guy. I'm guessing it's like the antithesis to the Chi, where it's the Chi's all that's good in the world, and you see like this darkness flowing through his body, like these black veins, this reddish hue over all of Lin Fen, and you're just like, okay, obviously there's something connecting him to, I think the Shiyu is like an evil version of something. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Very fun though. Very anime inspired, the open blouse, the long hair kind of leading into that stylized. You'll notice as soon as you recognize it, that guy's got a look that you've seen a million times before, and it's very cool. And then back in Kunlun, we see that Lin Lie is having a little bit of a freak out. His arms are kind of pointing him in a direction, like they're calling out to the other shards of the sword. We gotta go figure out what that means. So him and Mei and Yang are gonna go head out and figure out what that means. They head down there and we get a nice scenery, the older generation making fun of the younger generation. But they go to Mei Min's house and it's being destroyed by something. They're like, what's happening in here? They go inside, and her father has completely turned into a servant of Shiyu. Just this weird guy with horns coming out all over his body. Very creepy, very disturbing. It looks like her mother is injured, and we get a nice action sequence that's very fun. Again, just characters that I don't think have appeared much else anywhere. I know Lin had his own story going on, but I'm not too familiar with Yang Li or Mei Min if they've appeared in other stories. You buy the chemistry because you got all the factions for these kind of stories represented. The reluctant leader, the kind of sarcastic one, and you kind of got the headstrong feminine character. Every kind of group for that, you can definitely pick out your characters for The Last Airbender in here, and it's very cool. It makes for a fun fight. They kind of kick his ass a little bit, and you see that this servant, this demon, is give me the pieces of the sword. I think everything's going to be okay. Once you give me the piece of the sword, it's fine. Get on my merry way. You're done. So Lin opens up the thing that houses the sword right now. He's like, that's right. Give me the pieces. He's like, oh, this is going to suck. And instead of giving the pieces to the demon, he jabs the rest of the pieces into his wrists, and it powers up his chi even more. So he's got the pieces of the sword, Master Sword, inside of him, and he's got the power of the Iron Fist inside him, and just starts beating the crap out of this demon. Literally driving through his chest. It is insane. But it looks like he already lost because, well, you fight me here in Kunlun. Shiyu is being freed by your brother, and he found the scabbard that houses the sword. Probably something that is connected to the actual Swordmaster sword. Lock it up. The power of both things will, lock up and combine, and then nothing will just neutralize each other. Very fun. Mei sees that her mother did survive, so she's like, okay, you're okay, mommy? I'm going to go do something that I didn't think I would be doing, but that's where we are right now. I got to go fight some stuff. Cool. I like it. It's very fun, very energetic, very loose book. Very cool. So they head to some place in China. Everybody's crawling through the areas, getting a little anime in terms of the chibi style for one panel in particular. I will put it up so you can see it. And then they're just like walking through this forest. They're like, why is this forest like full of cobwebs and stuff? That's weird. There shouldn't be cobwebs out here. It's like, why is there all these spiders? And then you see a figure shows up from behind Lin, and he turns around. He's attacked by this man. He's like, I found you, Lin Iron Fist. It's nice to finally meet you. You have to come with us. We get the reveal of two of the best characters created in comic books. I love these people. I love them. Fat Cobra, such a fun character. Please put him in the movies. Same with Bride of Nine Spiders. Just great characters. I love a character design where it makes sense that there's huge spikes peeking out their neck. That's just fun. And that's where the book ends. A lot of action this time around, which I think is kind of what this book needed, because it has to move fast. You're talking about ancient magics and demons and swords and chi and weapons and all this dark stuff. Keep it moving. Stab yourself with your sword shards and put them in your wrists and keep into the fight, man. That makes sense to me. This is the first issue that does not have a Danny Rand appearance. I am perfectly fine with that. I have no doubt he will be appearing at the end of the book to be like, dude, if you don't want it, I'll take it back or I'll give it to somebody else. Let's just rebuild your sword, buddy. It's cool. I'm really digging this run. It is such a fun idea, taking a character and kind of throwing them into another person's mythos. I think it's kind of cool. That's such a unique take on this world, and it's making for some great stories, some great villains, some great ideas. This is just fun. And that's what I need from an Iron Fist book, just something fun, something cool. Lin Lie's a great character. We need to reestablish this world larger in the Marvel mythos. I think Shang-Chi is going to do that. Hopefully we can see more stuff happening like that. But it's fun, just a feud of brothers. One has a sword, one has a scabbard. Put them together. Does anything happen, or does everything happen? I guess we'll have to find out. So, Iron Fist, issue number 3, I am going to give a 7 out of 10. Now, thank you guys for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And as always, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.